Break of Hearts is bittersweet for me. I enjoyed the film, but I have come to the end of my Katharine Hepburn journey. I have watched every single Katharine Hepburn film now, and I really needed the last film to be good so we could end on a high. And I'm really pleased to say that while it doesn't take the top spot or even one of the top 5 spots for my favourite Katharine Hepburn films, I did really thoroughly enjoy this. This was released in 1935. It's directed by Philip Moeller, written by Lester Cohen, Sarah Y. Mason, Victor Heerman, and Anthony Vayler, and of course stars Katharine Hepburn as Constance. We also have Charles Boyer as Franz Roberti, and Constance is an aspiring musician who meets the conductor Roberti, and they fall in love and things seem to be going really well. Then over the course of the film, there are problems in their relationship, and it's all about their relationship and whether they'll be together by the end of the film and whether or not other people might influence Constance's decision. And I don't want to say any more than that because I don't want to give it away. The narrative might not be the most dramatic, but the characters are very well written. The performances are really great, and I think it was quite easy to become emotionally invested in the characters' journeys. So yes, there were times when the narrative maybe wasn't moving forward as quickly as I would have liked. The performances were still enjoyable, the characters were still interesting, and the music, of course, is great. We get some beautiful, beautiful music in this, so that definitely helps to keep things interesting when other aspects are maybe a little slow. So I don't have any complaints at all, and I also want to praise the time. It's less than an hour and a half, and I say this because a lot of films in general, but specifically around this time, were often really long. And they're maybe not as engaging today as they would have been back in the day, and I just find that they're full of so much fluff and padding. I'm generalising, but this has been my experience with a lot of Katharine Hepburn's earlier films and just a lot of films from this time. But this one seemed to be just the perfect time to tell the story. They didn't drag anything out, but I also didn't feel like I didn't get enough information either. So really, really praise the duration of this one. The pacing of the narrative was great. The characters are really interesting. It might not be the most suspenseful or dramatic film, but it was still an enjoyable watch. And as I said, while it might not even come close to my list of favourite Katharine Hepburn films, there is nothing about it that didn't work well for me. I really thoroughly enjoyed it. And if you're a fan of Katharine Hepburn or anybody else in this, or if it just sounds like a film that might appeal to you, then Break of Hearts is one that I definitely recommend. I'm devastated that my Katharine Hepburn journey is over. That's not to say I won't rewatch some of my favourites. I'm sure I will do. But in terms of new films, as in new to me, Break of Hearts is the last one. And I'm delighted that I'm ending this journey with a pretty great film.